Hi there, I'm Jules from thestonesoup.com and today I've got another fresh 6-ingredient dinner recipe for you. Okay, so for our spinach and ricotta pie, I've just got a 20 centimetre, so I can't remember, I think it's 8-inch springform pan, but you can use any kind of round pan. And then I've just got a piece of baking paper, I've scrunched it up and run some water over it so it's a little bit wet, and that just makes it more pliable, so you can pop it in to line. It's an easy way to line your dish, or you could line it however you like, or you don't have to line it, but the eggs do like to stick, so I like to line. Okay, and then for the base of this, I'm going to use some sesame seeds. You want about 50 grams, but just enough to cover the base to make a nice little crust. And if you're allergic to sesame seeds, your almond meal works really well, or almond flour is really good, or you could use breadcrumbs, or you could just skip the base. So then I'm going to get eggs. So we want 4 eggs, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, or just a big pinch if you don't want to measure. And then I've got a packet of frozen spinach. This is like a 250 gram pack, so it's like 8 ounces that I've just pushed, so I've defrosted it and then just pushed it to get rid of the extra moisture, so it's not so watery. So just combine your eggs and spinach. Beautiful. And then I've got just ricotta, so another like 250 grams of this, which another 8 ounces. And I like to just kind of break it into chunks rather than making it super smooth. And I like this ricotta that's in a tub that you get from the deli, but I mean in a basket, I feel like it has a much nicer flavor and texture. But if you're using smooth ricotta from the tub, that'll it'll be okay. Feta would work here as well, or you could use chickpeas or cooked beans if you wanted to keep it dairy free. Okay, and then I'm just going to get that mixture in, and then I'm just going to top them with some pine nuts, which is like, this makes it just like the most beautiful pie topping, but they are expensive, so you could skip it, or you could use flaked almonds instead. And I like to go really, and you can use less pine nuts. Like, I like to make it really like about 50 grams, so 2 ounces. So it's like this really beautiful coating, like topping. But great. And then when you've got your pine nuts on, just pop it in the oven. So hot oven, like 250C, 480F for about 15 minutes. Great. So when the pie's had 15 minutes, just check it, and it'll look puffy and springy, and it'll feel bubbly. If you put your finger in and it feels really mushy and soft in the middle, it'll need a bit longer, but that's looking good to me. And your pine nuts are nice and toasted. So I just like to let it cool down a bit before I serve it. So if you enjoyed this recipe, come on over to my blog. It's thestonesoup.com, and you can download a free ebook filled with simple recipes just like this one.